Okay, here's a good one. Next question. This is for both of you. Did either of you ever get into serious trouble as a teen before joining the military, or were you always exceptionally disciplined from a young age? That's Leif Babbitt. They're exceptionally disciplined from a young age.
The reason I'm laughing, if my parents are listening to this, and they're probably laughing hysterically right now. So
as are mine.
This is I got in all kinds of trouble all the time. I was a total wild man.
Didn't you shoot your brother with an arrow in the leg or something?
No, he stabbed himself.
Oh, okay.
He stabbed himself. We used to shoot each other with BB guns in the legs all the time. That was, and we threw spears at each other.
Rock. Oh yeah.
In high school, I drove around with an old beat up pickup truck, and I heard it from my uncle who had inherited from my grandfather, and smashed road signs and just knucklehead stuff. And
idiots, man.
I was a complete idiot, and. But in the military helped square me away, certainly, and it was. I'm lucky that I didn't do something that caused me to have lifelong injury or death or damage. And I think
or do something that you get in a bunch of trouble for.
For sure, that would have changed the trajectory, prevented me from going to the naval camp, prevented me from going to the military, and would have redirected my whole life. So I think. If you're in that stage and you're a wild teen, you need to think clearly about the long-term consequences, because you definitely can pay the man now and pay later in that situation for sure.
One of the things that we do as young boys, I'm speaking from a boy perspective because I'm not a girl, and when I was growing up, and with the way I look back on it now, a lot of the stuff that we did, dumb stuff that we did as teenagers, was we were testing each other and we were trying to prove ourselves. Like, I'm tough. Watch me do this. Like, it's almost like if you go instinctually as a tribe member, you're proving that you're willing to sacrifice. You're willing to take risk and sacrifice. That's what you're proving to your peers. Like, like what you just said, pickup truck. I'm gonna drive down the road and I'm gonna run over this sign. Well, okay, it's funny, but you're also proving to your friends that you don't really care, and you'll take risk and you'll do things for the tribe. That's kind of what you're proving. Yeah. So I think again, I don't want to sound like going back to the same broken record, but if you want to get your kid, or if you're a kid and you want to prove yourself, guess what you can do? You can go take jiu-jitsu. You can learn how to fight for real. You can learn how to defend yourself. You can learn how to take care of your tribe, take care of yourself, take care of your family. You can learn how to beat up other people, which is an important thing. I wish I would have known it. When you know jiu-jitsu, you have less of a chance of getting into a fight because the way you act is different. You don't act like a jackass, because you realize that you might get stabbed. And so you act respectful to people, and people can tell that, and you're respectful back to you. So, yeah, it's just another thing I think helps out a lot with kids, because I think boys are always trying to prove themselves to each other and to themselves that you're tough and that you're brave. I'm trying to prove that. How many, let's just survey. How many times did you jump off the roof of, buildings?
A lot.
Yeah, it's like, why are you doing that?
We actually used to go we'd go fishing on the oil rigs off the coast, go deep sea fishing. You might run 40 or 50 miles off, and you're not supposed to get on the rigs. There's all these signs and stuff, but we totally get up on the rig and just jump off like 60 feet off the top of the rig, which was awesome. It hurts a little bit, but it was good times.
But we do things to prove that we're tough. I did a lot of dumb things when I was a kid, and most of them were to prove to myself and to my friends that I was tough and that I was committed and that I would take risks, which are all
I was crazier than them.
Which are all positive qualities, right? That you want. Like when we're in the teams, what kind of teammate do you want? You want a guy that's aggressive. You want a guy that will take risks if he needs to. You want a guy that's committed. That's what you want. So in these little weird tribes that we have as teenagers, that's what we have. And what are you going to do to prove? Well, let's go get in a fight with somebody. Let's go beat someone up. All those dumb things that you do. So be smart. Be smart. Neither one of us were model children, to say the least.